What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Monday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We kick off our week here with a 7-game main slate here for MLB. We have no issues with weather, some spotty showers at Fenway tonight, but that's the only game with any sort of rain around in the research I've done. So we look pretty clean and ready to go in terms of weather. We have 3 games in that after-hour slate. Almost half of the games of the main slate are in that after-hour slate. I will definitely be playing those 3 games later on tonight as well. We also have Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Obviously doing content for that as the Nuggets look to finish off the Heat for their first NBA championship. So as usual, I'm going to give you guys some value plays with FanDuel salaries, discuss this slate a little bit. If you want full content, lineups, picks, all that jazz, go to my website later on, closer to lock, fd-guru.com, and expect a lot of things over there. We had a sluggish weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Baseball didn't go so well, but that's what happens. You know, we were hot for, about 10 straight days. You're going to run into a couple of cold days. Stick to the process here, and let's have a nice Monday here to kick off our week. We have the 3rd major of the PGA Tour season as well in LA this week. Very excited for that. So we'll have a ton of content for that major. So for pitchers tonight, it's a Red Sox night at Fenway. We have the interleague game with the Rockies, the rare matchup between the Rockies and Red Sox at Fenway. Vegas loves the Red Sox. Minus 250, a 10 over-under with Seabold on the Rockies visiting his former team at Fenway, carrying a 5 ERA into this game. The Red Sox expected to score the most amount of runs on tonight's slate, so we are going to be favoring the Red Sox. We won't do it often this year, but tonight shapes up for a Red Sox kind of night. And that starts with pitcher James Paxton, expected to score the most fantasy points over any other pitcher. His fantasy line on Prize Picks right now is 41.5, which seems a little high. But he is just, far ahead of any other pitcher on this slate. There are a couple of other guys I will talk about, but Paxton at 9,800 looks like he should be able to handle these Rockies here tonight. Again, like I said, a huge favorite, minus 250, and he has looked solid since coming back from injury. A blessing in disguise for Red Sox fans, as Chris Sale seems to be basically done for the year, once again landing on that 60-day IL. But Paxton looks great. Had a sluggish start in LA. 5 earned runs. Other than that one start, he has looked fantastic. Those 4 other starts, 5 or more innings pitched. He has 9 strikeouts in 2 of those games. His first start of the year against the Cardinals and his last start against the Guardians. He just looks great tonight. 9,800 is a fair price. It's pretty expensive, but the pitchers on tonight's slate are not great. I have no issue getting to Paxton. And then the other 2 pitchers I'm looking at are the next 2 pitchers below him. Jesus Luzardo in Seattle. This has a low over-under. Luzardo, kind of the same deal as James Paxton. A hard-throwing lefty who gets strikeouts. He's $300 cheaper than Paxton. He has had some fantastic starts this year as well. Seattle, not the best hitting team. Seattle's more of a pitcher's ballpark as well. So Luzardo, I don't mind. He has a modest 3.79 ERA on the season. And then the next guy, maybe more of a GPP play, but he's had a ton of bright spots this year. Bryce Miller. The only problem here is he has looked terrible in his last 2 starts against the Yankees and the Rangers. 2 very tough matchups, but a combined 19 hits and 15 earned runs is extremely concerning. But in terms of my power rankings for value on pitcher tonight, he ranks 3rd for me. That price at 9,000 isn't bad. A lot of risk, but a lot of reward. He might find his way into my GPP lineup tonight just because, although he's had, 2 really bad starts, the 5 starts prior to those 2 starts, he looked fantastic, giving up only 4 earned runs over those 5 starts, getting 40 plus fantasy points in 4 of those 5 starts. So, he has a larger sample size of positive things. It's just the more recent, negative starts he's had that make him extremely risky. But like I said, the pitchers aren't great tonight. Bryce Miller could be a guy you look at tonight. He also has a favorable matchup tonight against the Miami Marlins. Going over to the bats, it's going to be hard not to stack Red Sox. Anywhere from 2 to 4 Red Sox tonight you're going to want in most of your lineups. Justin Turner should be batting third, under 3,000 here tonight. He's a solid pickup for the Red Sox. The only problem is he's old. He would be awesome if we were going to make a run this year, and I say we because I am a Red Sox fan, but he's a great pickup, but on a team that really has no future this year, it's tough. He's going to bat third. He just doesn't have much left in his career. So in terms of the long run, I don't think it's going to end up mattering for the Red Sox. But in terms of DFS, let's take a look at Turner here, 2,900. Again, we want to stack those Red Sox tonight. Connor Siebold, 5.1 ERA. Fenway, a hitting environment. The Red Sox could do a lot of damage tonight. I love Turner under 3,000. He homered against the Yankees last night. He's on a 3-game hitting streak. 2 of those 3 games, multi-hit games. He should find his way to the plate 4, maybe 5 times tonight if the Red Sox can cycle through that lineup like they're supposed to. Looking like one of the best value bats on the slate tonight at only $2,900. Second infield play, it looks like Trey Turner is starting to find himself again. We got both Turners as the 2 infield value plays on tonight's video. 3,000, his price remains so cheap, and he's looking like his self. We can see last game 3 for 5. He stole a bag, 27 fantasy points on a 3-game hitting streak. He has 3 multi-hit games in the last week. And the Phillies are in a great spot tonight in Arizona. High over-under. You have Tommy Henry on the mound against the Phillies. Righty-lefty matchup here for Turner. He could be leading off here. Schwarber's been leading off, but against the lefty, there's a good chance Turner leads off. But regardless, Trey Turner is going to be batting anywhere from 1 to 4 tonight, and he looks fantastic, especially because he's showing signs of his true self over the last week. One of the best value plays, in my opinion, here at still only 3,000. For the outfield, let's go back to the Red Sox. We have Adam Duvall, who, before he landed himself on the IL, he was one of the best hitters in the MLB for the first month of the season. He now has a few games under his belt since coming back from injury. You can expect him to bat 5th tonight. 2,800 is a fantastic price on him. There's going to be most likely guys on base, a majority of his at-bats tonight. Because like I've been raving in this video, the Red Sox expected to score a bunch of runs here. It's either going to be Duvall or Jarren Duran starting tonight. Obviously don't know the confirmed lineup, but they're the same price. So if Duvall's not in the lineup and Duran is, just flip my video play here for Duran. They're both $2,800. Duran's looked really good as well since getting called up from AAA, 281 average. He does draw that lefty-righty matchup, but Duvall got the night off last night. So I find it very, unlikely that he doesn't find himself in the starting lineup tonight. And we know what he's capable of doing. A power hitter hitting for average to start the year. Like I said, a couple of games under his belt since coming back from injury. I like Adam Duvall tonight at 2,800. And then the last play, the Reds look good tonight. Really the only cheap guy in the top 4 of this Reds lineup is TJ Friedl. I'm going to say Friedl. 3,000 leading off against Zach Greinke. We know Greinke gives up a bunch of hits, has control issues. I do expect the Reds to score runs here. Greinke, a 1-6 record, a 4.6 ERA. He's obviously on the back end of his career. Friedl looks like a great value play at only 3,000. He's batting .311, a true leadoff hitter. Hits for average, doesn't really hit for power. He can steal bases. He had a couple of stolen bases about a week ago. He should get up 5 times. He's gotten up 5 times in the last 2 games. The Reds are expected to score some runs, get on base against Zach Greinke tonight. So this looks like a fantastic value play as well at only 3,000 here tonight. that'll do it for this video, guys. Give it a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's have a great start to this week. We're going to have plenty of action all week long with that PGA major coming up too. So until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.